All right, let's talk about one of the trickiest parts of the IELTS writing task 1, verb tenses. Honestly, getting this right is a total game changer for your score. And by the end of this, you are going to know exactly what to do every single time. So let's dive right in. So be honest for a second. Does this sound familiar? You see a bar chart, maybe a line graph, and your brain just kind of freezes up. You're thinking, okay, do I use past tense, present, future? What's the rule here? If that's you, trust me, you are not alone. This is a huge, huge sticking point for so many people. And look, here's why we're talking about this. It matters a lot. Picking the wrong tense isn't just a small slip-up. It's one of the most common mistakes examiners see, and it can seriously drag your score down. But, and this is the good part, it's also incredibly easy to fix. You just need to know the one little secret. Which, of course, brings us to the solution. And no, you don't need to memorize a bunch of complicated grammar rules. Nope. It all boils down to one simple, powerful concept. We're going to call it the golden rule. So here it is. This is the big secret. Your verb tense depends only, and I mean only, on the time reference that's actually printed on the graph. That's it. It doesn't matter if it's a bar chart or a pie chart. It doesn't matter that you're writing your essay today. The only thing that matters is the date you see on that piece of paper. So it becomes this super simple two-step process. Every time, you do this. Step 1, look for the date on the graph. Step 2, match your verb tense to that date. Find the date, match the tense. That is literally all there is to it. Let's see exactly how this works with some real examples. Okay, first up, let's tackle the one you're going to see most often, describing data from the past, from a time that's already over and done with. The rule here could not be easier. If the dates you see are in the past, we're talking 1999, 2010, maybe a period like from 2005 to 2015, you have to use the past simple tense. Why? Because you're describing things that already happened. They're finished. And look how simple and clean this looks. Sales increased in 2015. Period. The number of visitors fell between 2000 and 2005. See? Just simple, clear, past tense verbs. This is perfect. It's exactly what the examiner wants to see. No confusion, just facts from the past. Now this is where people trip up all the time. If the graph is about 2010, you have to say sales increased. What you can never ever do is say sales increase. Using the present tense to talk about a finished time in the past is just a fundamental mistake. It's a red flag for the examiner. All right, we've got the past down. So what about graphs that show what's happening now or even what's predicted for the future? Let's take a look. So this is a two-parter, really. If a graph shows predictions, for a future year like 2040 or 2050, then you've got to switch to future tenses. It just makes sense, right? You're talking about something that hasn't happened yet. Check out the language we use here. It's all about making predictions. So you'll use these great phrases like are expected to rise or it is predicted that, followed by a future verb like will reach. For a graph projecting out to 2050, saying it is predicted that the population will reach 10 billion is just perfect. And here's another common trap. Let's say you're looking at a projection for the year 2040. You absolutely have to use a future tense. The mistake is to look at the line going up and describe it with a past tense verb, like saying profits rose. But wait, it hasn't happened yet. It makes no sense, and it's an easy way to lose marks. Okay, so we've done past, we've done future. But what about that third category? What do you do when you get a chart and there's no date on it at all? You'll see this with process diagrams, showing how something is made, or charts that just compare different things. Well, this one is actually the easiest rule of all. If there's no date, you just default to the present simple tense. That's it. Think of it this way. The chart is showing you a general truth, a process, or a fact that isn't tied to a specific time. And these examples make it super clear. The diagram shows how coffee is produced. It's a process that's always the same, so present simple. Or how about Group A prefers tea while Group B prefers coffee? According to the chart, this is just a fact. There's no past or future about it. Present simple is really the only thing that works. And there you have it. Those are the 3 big situations you'll face. Sticking to that golden rule, just matching your tense to the date you see, is your ticket to feeling way more confident and grabbing those extra points. Let's do a super fast recap to make sure it all sticks. Okay, here is everything you need to know on one slide. This is your cheat sheet. You see a past date like 2010? Bam, past simple. You see no date at all? Easy, present simple. And if you see a future date like 2050, you use a future tense. It honestly does not get any simpler than that. So think about it. The next time you sit down for that exam and you get to task 1, you're not going to panic. You're going to know exactly what to do. Find the date, match the tense, and just start writing with confidence. So are you ready to absolutely nail your next task 1? I think you are.